Okay. Um, Making this video. I do want to go to the gym, but then it's like the thing of like I should go, but like that's not how you go. When you have that feeling of I should, that's not a good. Not I'm not saying like anything's negative or nothing, but that just kind of means that your heart is not fully in it, and there's a chance that you're not going. When you say like I am gonna go, then you're gonna go. But if you just say I don't know if I'm gonna go, then you're not gonna go. Like if you say I should go, but you're not fully in it. So Um, I was just for the past couple of days, like I think just like a day probably actually. I was just watching like lottery winners and stuff and like how they win. And how they win is like um they win by saying like they feel like they had a lucky dream or they saw visions and stuff like that. And even like this musician named Tyla, before her song went like triple platinum, whatever the heck it went, or diamond, I don't know. It got a lot of views. She said she had a dream where she just saw a bunch of numbers and like the numbers were going up and shit like that in her dream. And then that's exactly what happened. And then the lottery winners, they felt lucky they had a lucky dream. Yeah, there is those ones who like they didn't know. Like they didn't feel anything about it. But a lot of them felt like this like divine synchronicity feeling within themselves, seeing visions or just having a really lucky feeling, and they ended up winning. The most thing, I mean, I won $1,000 off of like a small little ticket, not a scratch ticket, but like a numbers type of ticket. That's so funny. What the heck, yo? I actually won that. Like it was weird. Like it was our packages were supposed to be delivered to our house, but they somehow were delivered to house 333 and 334. And then a lady showed up at our door saying that our packages got delivered there. So I kept repeating it, and I don't play the lottery, but my mom played the lottery, so she's like, I'm gonna go play the lottery with the numbers. Like I kept pointing it out, and she like said, she said, you're right, let's go like I'm gonna go play the lottery. And she really felt confident she was gonna win, so she went to go play the numbers. Weird occurrence like that, like they came to our door with those packages. It's so strange. I thought that was really strange. And then we didn't think anything of it, but then we ended up winning the $1,000. $1,000. I mean, that could have easily been 1 million. It could have easily been 1 million. It could have easily been 100,000. You know, easily could have been that, and that life-changing money. Like, so I'm saying like that, like very weird occurrence of life, just presenting you a situation and circumstances, and then like allowing a person to have like the idea to do something to achieve a certain place which will help them, because I did use that money to buy books. I bought a bunch of books with that money. At the time I felt like the books were useful to me, and I think they were. I did learn some stuff from the books, so of course they get stored into my memory bank and they help me as a person. So I did buy a bunch of books. um did the books help fully? Not exactly fully. Like they didn't transform my life per se, but at least they led me in the right direction, that it's bigger than just information, and there's a different part of the mind, such as that divine synchronicity of mind that essentially like unfolds your life. And you hear a lot of people like the actors, they in the right place the right time, somebody showed up, like a divine intervention, like a situation or circumstances got presented to them. Then there's obviously the people who work their ass off. But what about the people who don't work that much and they just get it, bro? Like, can the universe bless you? A lot of these people, they had it in dreams or visions. Which, from my experience, a vision could only happen when your mind is quite calm. And you're quite calm and less anxious. How do I make that happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, such a vision where it gives you like a heightened emotion. I'm gonna talk about this. Like, I remember I was sleeping. And this was such a beautiful beautiful emotion that I had, and I really enjoyed that emotion. Like honestly, I can tear up because I remember the feeling of it. It was actually in this house. Like I had a feeling like I just got done watching the Knives Out series, two of those movies, and then a week by, and then I went to sleep, and I had just a very powerful like I was at the set. It was like an imaginary set. It wasn't really the set of the Knives Out, but it was like my house, an outside camera crew. But the feeling that I had was like I'm an actor and I'm in the Knives Out franchise. That was a feeling that I had when when I was sleeping. And it wasn't no calm shit. It was like some real exuberant joy that I had. Like I was just feeling it. You know what I mean? Like I would like all the actors that were in the Knives Out franchise. Like I was just feeling it. Specifically Knives Out 2, which is like glass something. I forgot what it was. But I just felt like so good about it. Now nothing came from that, but if I were to so-called sustain that feeling, I mean, I wonder what would happen. Like I'm not saying anything would happen, but I just felt like it was a divine feeling, like something that I didn't consciously make. It was like an unconscious, exuberant, really joyful feeling, like tears of joy, like whole body buzzing, you know. And I just like how can like that feeling? Like obviously I didn't care about anything else. I was just bathing in that feeling. So no matter what on the outside, I didn't care. I was bathing in that feeling. It's like, how can that feeling be consciously generated? That you can wake up with a nice, exuberant, buttery emotion every single day, or at least or days, at least like one day of the week, because it's such a beautiful, divine intervention of a feeling. And I've never had like one of those feelings where you just get an exuberant of emotion and it's directing you to do something. I never had that. But I've woke up with that feeling and it was fucking awesome though. It was fucking awesome, bro. So I just wanted to talk about that. Um I've had I had moments where I fell asleep and I heard voices and I had exuberant of emotion, but nothing came from it. I've had uh times where I was like looking at a book, like I had my notebook, like my manifestation book, sure, whatever, and I would like touch it with my finger, read it a couple times, and then in my mind I would like forcefully, like not relaxed, not calm, not creating an emotion. I would like forcefully push this like I have $10,000 or I have this amount of money in my mind, like feeling it like forcefully. And then I did that for like 2 days, and then I found $20 on the ground. Now look, there was other goals in that thing, but like specifically money, I was doing that. Did my power of the mind where I forcefully pushed it for like a few like moments at a time, did that create any money? I don't know. I don't know. But I did it for like 2, 3 days. That during random times throughout the day, going to sleep, waking up. I did that. Now I got $20 out of it, which is like it's crazy. I got $20 out of it, but it was weird. It was like I did it. I finished it like one day. It was the middle of the day. I did it a little bit, and then I put my notebook away, dropped it, and there was cardboard on the ground. I said, "Mom, I'm gonna go take out this cardboard," and she said, "Okay." So I went to go take out the cardboard, and there happened to be a $20 bill at the trash bin, and I picked it up, and then a $20 bill, right? Like you see, like I didn't think anything of it. I just let it go. That's like, is that how we do it? Do I forcefully, with all my intention, push it out, and then just drop it, and then go about my day? Because like a thought just popped up to do something like, oh, I'm just gonna go take out the trash. It was very casual. Like I was just gonna go take out the trash, and I got the $20 bill. Because is this life solidly real, or is this life, always changing according to the vibrational patterns of like the people in the area, and whoever has like the strongest vibrational pattern will change the air, will change the field, the people, the places, the circumstances, condition. It will change it based on the vibration in that area. So if you put out a powerful vibration, will it change it? I don't know. I remember, like, I'm a human. I'm human, and I don't have the full, you know, blueprint of how this like things get created. But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to manifest $1,000 in 2 weeks. Okay. I'm gonna try this little experiment. I'm gonna try to manifest $1,000 in 2 weeks. 1,000. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm creating this right now. I'm gonna get a piece of paper, or I'm gonna get my notebook. I'm gonna get my manifestation notebook. I'm gonna make a manifestation notebook. Like, I'm gonna get one of my notebooks that I don't use, small one. I'm gonna make my manifestation notebook. I'm gonna write $10,000, right? Like, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write $10,000, and I'm gonna feel it. I'm gonna use the experiment that I had that worked for me in the past. I'm gonna push out, like, forcefully, with maximum intention, that I have this $1,000, right? I'm gonna do that like 3 times in one sitting, and then let it go. And then I ran it throughout, like, at least 4 times a day. I'll do that. I'll push it out with all my intention. I have $10,000 or $1,000, and then I'm gonna let it go. I'll do that. I'll do that for about 2 weeks, and then we're gonna see if it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, bro. Like. But I'm gonna practice, and I'm gonna push it out like I have it, like I have that $1,000, and we're gonna see. Like, I'm gonna test it out. Maybe it comes quicker. I'm not gonna say that it has to come in 2000, or that it has to come within 2 weeks, but that it has to come exactly 2 weeks. It can come earlier. But I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to do $1,000. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that experiment to see if the power of the mind is real. Just little experiments at first, just to give myself some, like, okay, this could be real. And I'm gonna make sure, like, the 1,000 comes from, not from my family, not from anybody else, but like, I have it. Mine. I earned it, or I not necessarily earned it, but it came to me. So we're gonna try that out. We're gonna try that experiment out. I'm gonna use this technique with the forcefully pushing of it, like, intensity of pushing it. And then I'm gonna drop it. So yeah, I'm gonna do that while I'm still doing my meditations, while I'm still doing yoga, while I'm still working out. I'm gonna try it out. Power of the mind. Anyways, yeah, that's this clip.